still remember my first 2 weeks at Pfizer in Groton, right when I graduated from undergrad. And I got my first paycheck, and I was like, wow, all that lab work I did back in college, and I thought it was so painful. They actually pay me to do this stuff, and it's kind of fun. I'm Keith Hoffmaster. I'm a scientist, and I work at Pfizer.
I love science.
What I really like about biotechnology is there's so much information out there. You can never know all of it, so it's a constant learning experience. The job is never dull. My name is Jennifer Reynolds. I'm a senior associate scientist at Pfizer.
As a kid, I would do jigsaw puzzles. I loved pulling the pieces together and getting the picture made. And research is a lot like that. But you don't necessarily know for sure what the picture is going to look like at the end unless you're able to solve the puzzle. My name is Shelley Ann Desatage, and I'm a senior principal scientist at Pfizer.
I like my job because I'm constantly learning about new things. Once I'm done with a particular project, I move on to the next, and with it comes an opportunity to learn a new disease area or even learn a new technology altogether. I'm Maru Halira. I'm a scientist at Pfizer.
I wish I knew what opportunities were out there. I wish I had a big chart with all of the different careers that I could possibly do. One career that I obviously didn't pursue, but one of my close friends did, was they got their degree in science and now they work on Wall Street. So they work as a biotech fund analyst, and so it's a very business-like job. Give you a comparison, I can wear jeans and a t-shirt to work one day. He's got to wear a business suit and a tie every day. I think if I knew all the different opportunities that were out there and the doors that a career in science would have opened for me, I think I would have been able to at least focus a little bit more, a little bit early. But then again, the beauty of science is that you're able to figure out what you want to do along the way. I mean, you're always learning.
You have to have a lot of patience. Most of the time experiments don't work. By trial and error, that's how you discover new things.
For someone new going into the industry, it may seem a little daunting because the industry is always changing. If you want to pursue a career in biotech, it might be good to realize that you may have to switch companies several times as new companies start and close, and as bigger companies have transformations.
When I started my career, I wore a lab coat every day. As my career progressed and I had more responsibility for teams of people, I actually spent less time wearing the lab coat, doing the experiments and generating the data, and I spent more and more time thinking about how to design the experiments, thinking about which experiments to do, and then taking the data that was generated in those experiments and analyzing them. It's gotten to the stage where a lot of my work is done in meetings or at the computer.
From my limited experience working in academia, I think that there are limitations to having a bachelor's in academia versus having a bachelor's in industry, either biotech or pharmaceuticals.
Often people do go to industry, they go to academia, they go back to industry, they go back to academia. So it's this constant challenge of figuring out new science. And so whether you do it in industry or academia, everyone's still trying to push forward the unknown, I guess, of new science. Any sort of diagnosis that you would get from the doctor, the biotech industry is trying to provide tools to solve those.
Personalized medicine. There will be a time when patients can just go to the doctor's office, get your blood samples, get your DNA analyzed really quickly, and then the doctor can prescribe a medicine that is tailored to your genetic makeup.
I would say it would be very exciting and interesting to take, and be able to recreate basically what different tissues would be like in the actual body, to be able to understand, diseases in those organs, and also how to treat those diseases in those organs.
Get as much hands-on experience as you possibly can. Start early, do the internships, make sure it's something you really want to do, and also it will give you a better idea of actually what niche you want to go into, and it will help you network later.
Oh boy.
Is that being recorded?
Yeah, please send me your liver.